Now, Mac Miller is releasing a new album. So I want to talk a little bit about how we feel about Mac Miller and also like what we think of the estate of dead rappers putting out their music. Like so Mac Miller's gonna hopefully come out with an album called Circles after his swimming album, and the family claims that it was something that he was kind of working on, and she wrote this Instagram post. It almost looked like a letter that was like written super official, and I feel like ever since XXXTentacion's like mom, I think she had some backlash from people with the way she was she's just dropping like hits after like X passed. And then people got on her like, what's going on? I mean, I don't necessarily agree, and I want to talk about that, but I feel like now a lot of like the fans are, well, we gotta like, let's approach this right, because the fans are kind of like, are you just trying to make money off your dead, son or daughter?
Of course they would say that. I mean, so if it's his mother, I don't see why would it be such a problem. That's her son. She wants her son's music to be played still. I'm sure that he wanted that music to go out to the world. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean, X is...
I don't see nothing wrong.
I don't know, it hit me when, there was like actually a lot of YouTubers talking about this too when X passed, and X was he was like super popular, and then like,
yeah, he was good.
These songs started dropping, and then like a lot of YouTubers like, why don't they wait a year? Why are they like dropping his music? But I mean, why do you think that the artist, I feel like the artist would, I mean, listen, I don't know what the artists want because they passed, but like, they would want their legacy to keep going in their music.
I believe so.
But maybe when there's some profit involved, it feels like unethical or something like that. I don't know. What do you think, Mark?
Me personally, I don't see a problem with it. If the album is great and she does justice by the whole like planning and dropping and advertising and merchandising and things like that, I don't see where the problem would be.
Well, what if he was taking care of his mother? What if he was, making sure that she was okay, and then he passed? Now what is she gonna do? I mean, she's gotta do what she gotta do. You don't know. You don't know. Everybody's got a different situation, I think.
It also could be like looked at like a will. Like if someone dies, you give your family all your stuff, right? So they can do whatever they want, like whether it was money, whether it was a house, right? So it's the same thing. His music is his family's.
So
no one should say.
His legacy.
And honestly, as a fan, I don't know why any fan would get upset. I'm dying for Mac Miller or X or whatever.
Right.
So Mac Miller's the artist. Let me tell you, for some reason, I was having a hard time with like certain rappers. Like I wasn't feeling certain rappers, or I just never looked into them. And Mac Miller was one of those artists I didn't know how good he was. This is really sad, but my first album was the swimming album of Mac Miller. It was after he passed I got into him. And that album, I think, is almost like the way he upped the rap genre.
Wow.
Were you down with Mac Miller since the beginning? I know his.
I've been down with Mac Miller.
I like Mac Miller.
Yeah.
I was a huge Mac Miller fan. His Best Day Ever EP was like my freshman college year soundtrack.
Nice. Wow. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, it was like
Mac Miller's a goat.
He's like, if we are considering like the new younger rappers goats, he would fit into that category.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to say that I would be right there like when he first started. No, I kind of got into him when he was with Ariana, and I don't know. That's why I got into him.
I even met him one time when I was at work. I was working at the airport.
Oh yeah,
it was kind of dope.
Oh, that's nice.
It was like when him and Ariana were dating, but not really. But
they were like flirting and stuff.
I asked him how it felt to kiss Ariana. He was like, "Yo, it was good." But yeah, that was like my little like Mac Miller story. But yeah,
it's very nice.
Like I said, I don't see any problem with the family, the mom especially like if you listen to his music, his mom is like he's always talking about like making a way for his mom, taking care of his mom.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna buy a living room and sleep on the couch.
Right.
I'm just making sure my mom's taken care of. So if you're a fan, I don't see why
that would bother you.
Right. I don't see why that would bother you, especially especially because we've seen these other things where it's like, yo, the family, like these projects are out and the family doesn't consent at all.
Yeah.
Like the whole Aaliyah's the Aaliyah biopic in the family doesn't consent, or the Whitney Houston biopics in the books and these don't consent.
See, that's messed up. I those things get me upset when it comes to the greats. Like
why not?
Why?
Why not have this album come out if his mom is like, okay, well, I'm putting this out for his fans.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's like you can't make anyone happy, because I feel like if they don't put it out,
then they'll complain.
If you put it out, they're mad. But I can't wait for a Mac Miller album. I love those artists that are like, X was another one like that started. They start like Mac Miller. If you go to his history, I did go back and kind of follow him.
Okay.
And he's like a rapper, It's like people look at him when they become pop.
Yeah, he was good.
And then X, same thing. It's like when they get popping off like something like what was his stuff? Look at me. That it was like a ratchet kind of song, and they get really popular from it, but then they start really like the X like elevating their game, and you can see that they keep on transcending the previous kind of tracks. And Mac Miller was one of those. If you look at from the beginning, then you go to the Swimming album. Like people who don't know Mac Miller, if you go to the Swimming album, you can think, oh, he doesn't really like, he's not hip hop, but like he knows, like he comes from like hip hop and rap, But then he just took it. The Swimming album, I love that album. It's one of my favorite albums. I mean, I like had it on repeat one time. I can't wait to see what happens with Circle. Circle is supposed to be like a part 2, she claims, or like it was like an extension of the Swimming album.
Oh, that must be good. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
It is disappointing, I guess, though. Like when it gets released and then it's not as good.
You kind of have like those high hopes for it, and then you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of right. I don't know.
I know. I get that. Well, hopefully it's gonna be good.
Yeah.